Currently, I'm working on this Porsche Macan GTS.
Y a tu tío que sí te pregunta, no, entonces el pintor ese sí es perro.
Es perrón, le digo. Like, if you want to do this bodywork stuff, this is not easy. This is like very hard work. You gotta understand that if you don't go to school, and even if you do go to school, you might, where you start off you're gonna be working hard for very little money. And at first it's gonna seem unfair, but it's up to you to actually get through that hard point, because it's hard. I mean, I'm making kind of barely minimum wage, a little bit more, but for the amount of work that I be doing, it's crazy to get paid so little. I mean, it's 95 degrees out right now. It's gonna be about 100 later, and I might be sanding something outside or in here, and that shit sucks. So you gotta keep that in mind. Like, if you wanna do this, this has to be something you really wanna do. Also, there's many options. There's not just body work for you. You can do paintless dent repair, you could be a mechanic, you could do all these certain things. So if you want to get into cars, you know, this isn't the only option, there's more. But this, to me, is probably the hardest thing you can learn, because at least when it comes to being a mechanic, things are kind of like common sense. But when it comes to this, you can't just go off and learn this from anybody. You need to have somebody with experience that's able to teach you for you to learn properly. You can go to school and learn this, but it's not the same thing as doing it hands-on. If you want to get into cars, I would start off with working as a mechanic somewhere. You know, somewhere small, Jiffy Lube, something like that, where there's somebody there, you know, by your shoulder telling you, oh, don't do that, do it like this. Once you have that, it makes everything a lot easier for you to know if you're actually going to want to do it for the rest of your life or not. If not, then you can quit and try another job. As of now, doing bodywork is hard, because you start doing jobs outside, and you will see, like today, after this, after I clock out, I'm going to go work with my uncle. And what we're going to do is put some fender flares on a Jeep Wrangler. So I have to go home, pick up the parts, take those parts about an hour away, because that's where my uncle works. I usually just work there Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays and Sundays. Today's Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to go today as well. But it's part of doing this, and I literally haven't had a break. And what I mean is, yesterday I worked here until 6 o'clock. After this, I went straight to my uncle's shop. I was there at 6:30, and then after that, I went ahead and worked there until 10 o'clock, got home at 11, I showered, I slept, woke up, now I'm here. So, you know, you gotta keep in mind is that you don't have to work as much as I do. This is just me, but it's because I want my own shop, so I'm trying to get as much money and as much experience as possible, as fast as possible. Big boy, playboy. I just got home and I just saw that my package is here, the one I was telling you about, the fenders. Let me show you. It's right here. This big ass package. Like, why would they leave it right here? Fucking assholes. Why couldn't they put it by my door? Look at how this shit finished. See, this is how I want to be able to paint and fix cars and sell them and rent them out. So if I had this one, I would have bought it crashed and probably just rent it out. Like, let's say this was mine. You know, I would drive it maybe a couple days, rent it the rest of the week when I'm not using it. Shit like that. But check this paint out. This was just done today and it's a mirror. You see that? These are the ones I'm gonna put on that Jeep. You're gonna see the Jeep in a minute. We're gonna take out these old rusty metal ones and put these new with some divots on them. It should look great. beating that screw so it couldn't pop the fuck off. Okay, he already took his old ones off. Now there's these. After this shit, now we're gonna go right here. We got this even bigger one over here. Got these fat ass wheels. Alright, this is as far as we're able to get today. And it looks good. No, está bien. Alright, let me switch this on. Check these out. And my uncle did these. I don't know how he did it. Like he wired these to the switches. Pretty crazy. Nothing ever goes as planned with these cars, especially when we're doing body work. You gotta fit, try it out, cut it, do all types of things. Okay, Theo. Turning the wheel because we have a rubbing issue. Sí. But this is the finished product now. Check it out. Put it right here. You guys can see it better. What we did was put these new fenders on. We had some old ugly ass metal ones on there and they were very thin. So it would make it look cool, but these look way better on it. I think it would have been a little better if these came white, but they're LED, so we can't even change them. But that's fine. And they're all like working together. So when you turn on these lights, those lights go on as well.